Same. What's going on, Roger?
Nothing much.
Hell
Prep
yeah.
for con.
Oh yeah, Pop
Pretty much
Cult's this
that.
weekend, right?
Yep.
You going tomorrow? I mean, yeah, you going in
Uh,
tomorrow? You staying the whole weekend?
yeah, this whole weekend.
Nice, hell yeah. So those who are with me, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me as well, Roger, or Skaluigi as he's well known throughout our scene. Welcome to both of these podcasts where both these nerds talk about anime history. Well, not really history, but just convention stories and overall nerdiness. So the one we're actually referring to, we mentioned in the last podcast, is which probably when this comes out, it'll be over, is Pop Cult Anime Con in Waltham, Massachusetts, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over at the Westin. Not West. I always confuse it because AAC is the West Ford, and then this is the
Yeah.
Westin. So it's like, God damn
Yeah.
it.
It's the Weston, Waltham, Boston, so it's extra
Oh
confusing.
my God. I didn't even think of that. So, Roger, so I'm asking in regards to Pop Cult, what are your plans to your cosplays, my dude?
So I'm gonna be doing Master Shake.
Yep.
Probably Saturday.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
My usual Skaluigi. And I did bring my Hector. Just in case Abel brings their Asterion.
Oh, nice. That'd be sick.
Because we did miss out on a meme picture at PortCon that we planned on doing at some point.
You know, it's funny. You just going to PortCon. I totally forgot how many of us went there, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, you were at PortCon. We hung out. I drove you home. And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, you were totally there. Ugh, my memory is not as good as it was. I mean, it wasn't good before, but still. Question in regards to like your ska Ouija and the whole thing. Like as far as I known you, you've like been into the whole like ska stuff and like punk scene. Like was that
Yeah.
like was that your gig for like how long, dude? Like I mean personally, I'm not really into punk. I'm more of like kind of listen to everything, which is kind of generic for what
Yeah.
everybody says. Like I'm not gonna say last night I was at a Creed concert with Three Doors Down, like listening to fucking dad rock. It was sick as fuck. But yeah, like what like I don't know. We'll start from the beginning. Like what got you into like ska and shit?
So ska came a bit later. I really didn't get into ska till maybe 2014-ish.
Really? Okay.
It was mostly punk.
All
So
right.
from like age 13,
Mm-hmm.
it was is when I found most of my punk bands. And prior to that, it was like Linkin Park, a lot of new metal, a lot of grunge bands.
Hell yeah. So like new metal, like I always hear that. I'm not exactly sure. Like I always get a little confused. Like who would what like I I hear people like some people are hard rock or they're just like they're metal, they're new metal. Like what who's like new metal, so to speak? Like I always confuse them. Like probably people are be listening like who the fuck this guy's fucking loser? How does he not know this? I'm like I don't know all the subgenres.
So I would say the best way to put new metal is it is the final form of the combination of like hip hop and rock, like that late 90s, early 2000s, like just like Slipknot's first release kind of thing, where like you got Corey on Spit It Out.
Yeah.
Although Slipknot isn't quite new metal, I wouldn't say, but like I guess that's kind of a vibe
Yeah.
right
All right.
there. Like you got Mike Shinoda in Linkin Park.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
With Chester doing the screaming, him doing the rapping. That's
Such an amazing fucking combination. What was that
Yeah.
fucking video? It's like it's not Chester, but it's like Mike Shota just fucking going at it, and he brought some boys fucking DJing at the same time with him. Oh, such! I saw it not too long ago. I'm like, this is so fucking good. God, I can't even think of it.
Executioners.
I think so. I don't say I'm not a music guy, so
Yeah. Without Wayne Static on the guitar.
yeah,
Also,
that was the one. That was the one. I was like, damn, we got some homeboys here. That's some good shit. So like,
but yeah, I
go
didn't
ahead.
really.
Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't really find. So technically, I did have in ska before all that with like the Tony Hawk soundtrack from like the Tony Hawk 2,
Yeah, of course.
but I didn't really listen to it. Listen to it up until like in between middle school and high school is when I really found it.
It's funny how like with like music, especially at our like at our like high school, at like early high school into later high school, it's like kind of shapes like that vibe you're gonna get into as you get older. You know what I'm saying?
when all your favorite bands have everyone hitting their 50s and you're like 20 something, so you're going into your 30s.
Yeah, hell yeah. What was the first ska band that you were like, yo, this is literally, yo, this is fucking it. Like, this shit's lit. Like,
Probably, probably Big D and the Kids Table.
okay.
Oh,
I only knew a
sorry.
little bit of, yeah, no, you good, man. I heard a little bit about them. My cousin was really, actually, he was into them. And I'm just like, oh, another ska group. I'll check that out. I don't know. I listened to it. I was like, it's good, but I don't think I was like at the time that much into ska. Like I was a real Big Fish
Yeah.
person. Like
Yeah.
I heard one of their songs. I think it was "Take on Me" cover back in the Newgrounds days.
Yeah.
And someone made an AMV with a bunch of the artists, and that was the song. And then I saw them at Warped Tour, and I was like, oh, sick! This is cool as fuck.
See, why I love Big D is I was at Nightmare Before Halloween. I want to say it was like what 2018 or 2019. I don't remember which one exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the downstairs, the Middle East, and
Nice. Shout out to that
there's
venue.
this
Fuck yeah.
there's just one dude that was way too drunk and just starting shit and like being aggressive and not in the fun punk ska way.
Yeah.
And Dave literally stopped the show. Was like, "Hey, dude, chill it out." And then dude proceeded told Dave to fuck off. At which point, Dave's like, "We need to get him out of here."
That's what's up, though. That's cool.
Like, and he wasn't happy about it either. Like, he didn't want to like have the guy get kicked out, but like, you want people to be. You want to have like that aggression, sure, but you need to have like be chill about it. Like
Yeah,
you don't want to be actively trying to hurting people.
Yeah, of course. Like I get it, man, because like when we were just talking about that, me and Blondie Sunday about going to shows, how like when I was at the Xfinity Center last night, like interesting crowd, not really my group, but like everyone like was like super chill. Everyone was having like we knew it was like for some reason like we felt like we all knew it was dad rock and we're all roughly the same age and like everybody was just kind of vibing, having your good like bro moments, but like cookout moments. But everybody was pretty sick. But it was just funny how like we were talking about like how some like what is it like the country scene. Like country, the people are really nice, they're really good, but man, do they get drunk really fast? And it's like, damn, it's like I believe it, but like that's wild. But then like we mentioned like the metal shows, everyone's super respectful because it's just like we all kind of because I've been to my fair share of metal shows. We all kind of get the aggression out in the pit, and we're like, all right, well, that was fun. What was the last show you went to? I know you last time you said you were in Providence. What show was it that?
Yep. I saw the Pilfers and the New Bedford Rude Boys.
All right, cool. Local group, I imagine.
Yep. Pilfers were amazing. I've wanted to see them forever. I've seen the NB Rude Boys before when they opened for Mephistopheles, literally down the street at a skew. Yeah. Like maybe 6 months back, something like that. And fantastic show. They did some damn good covers too for an opening band. They have their own music too, but they did a lot of covers.
Hey man, sometimes that's what gets the crowd going, you know? You do a cover songs people can sing along to and just kind of groove out. Or what is it in Scotch? Is everybody skanking or some shit?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Like I said, not really in my scene, but hell yeah. I mean, y'all having fun? Go for it. So to branch off into that, like as you're getting to cosplay, like I think it's really interesting, and all I think it's pretty sick that you're doing the whole like ska bit when it comes to like Skaluigi and everything. Like, what gave you that idea?
So that's actually partially so trying to remember the story fully. At one point in time, when sorry, my brain is
Don't worry about it, man. We're all chilling. We're all old dudes with our brains fried from all kinds of shit.
So the idea originally came from Ken, only it was slightly different.
All right.
So my original idea was to do a joke cosplay of Waluigi, just regular Waluigi in a super crown because he's already perfect.
Yeah.
And then Ken said, "Wait a minute, Ska Waluigi." So,
Hey, I mean, if it works, it
Waluigi was
works.
born.
Hold on a second. My fucking Discord's blowing up. Everyone's fucking messaging. Excuse me. Mute them. Sorry about that. In the middle of your fucking story.
No problem. At some point, I do want to do a slutty Skaluigi for 18+ dating games.
Oh, that'd be so funny. That'd be great, though.
Like, because speaking of that pilfer show, I bought a set of Ska swim trunks and a set of Ska short shorts.
Oh, no shit. No shit. That's going to be awesome.
Like 5XL, I think was what the size was, because,
yeah, because they're short.
We're massive.
Yeah.
And I figure, my purple tank top, the short shorts, fucking the hat, and fucking fishnets or some shit for slutty Skaluigi.
Jesus. Sorry. So I apologize that I'm just getting all these notifications. I am so sorry. No, it's just one of those things. Still getting used to Discord and everything, but they tell you a thing. But no, I think it's really sick that because a lot of the cosplays that I've come up with started off with memes with my friends also. Yeah, same thing. When people just make jokes, and then you just do that and it just makes the best he's makes the best stories and you just try things. My Chopper cosplay was a joke. Originally, when I played Chopper, was my friends. We were going to Katsu for the first time, and they wanted to do the Straw Hats. They wanted me to be Sabo. I've never fucking seen One Piece at the time, so I was like, "What episode does Sabo show up?" It's 524 or some shit. So when they said that, I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do my best to catch up." I got up to episode 300 and something, and before Katsu, I did it about a half, in 6 months, and I'm like, I'm totally gonna cosplay Chopper. I'm just gonna show up. I left the room and boom, busted out Chopper, and there it was. They were I'm like, holy shit! Let me tell you all about why One Piece is so fucking good. And they all flipped out. We actually have a video of it that I never posted. So. Overall, what would you with the whole Skaluigi and then of course the 18+ Skaluigi, which sounds really fucking funny in regards to. So what, you got the you said, sorry to reiterate because I was getting all those fucking notifications trying to turn them off. So what, you got the short shorts from the show, correct? You said.
Yep.
Then you said you have a top to go with it. Was it?
I have I just have my purple tank top for my
There it is.
Because it's hot as all hell.
Yep.
To do even a regular T-shirt at some cons, so just purple tank top.
Nice, hell yeah. Overall, what's your favorite cosplay? Is it the Skaluigi or is it some of the other ones y'all be doing?
Honestly, I would say that one just of how simplistic and comfortable it is to walk around in. I love my simple, comfy cosplays. I don't gotta worry about too much in.
Yeah. I think you briefed me earlier. Yep, go ahead, sorry.
My first cosplay was kind of a nightmare, even though I loved it.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about it.
2017 Anime Boston, I did Gene Starwind.
I'm not familiar.
But it was a one piece, it was the black, the red trim suit thing, but it was one piece. So having to use the bathroom was a pain in the ass.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So who's the character? Where they're from?
Outlaw Star, Gene Starwind.
Oh shit! That was one that I really wanted to watch. I never got a chance to. I feel like it's one of those I missed out on because it's at the time for me. It's I know that was on Toonami, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Was that what got you into anime, or what got you into anime, in general?
So I'm trying to think. I'm not gonna give the basic answer. The first one being DBZ. I like DBZ, but it wasn't the one that got me into it.
I feel like that's the one that people oh, this is different. This isn't this isn't WB. This isn't Nickelodeon. This is something different.
But I want to say the first one that I really dug into was probably Gundam Wing.
Oh, sick! I didn't know you were into Gundam.
Like, yeah, my top three are Wing, G, and I don't remember much about it, but 08.
All right.
I think I liked 08.
All right. Yeah, no, me, when it comes to what is it? When it comes to Gundam, that was one that I've always liked the aesthetic. I always thought like the things are cool. Random fact about me, I'm not a big fan of mechs. I think they're sick, but like I don't know, there's nothing, doesn't really do anything for me when it comes to like anime or just things like fighting robots. I'm like, I like the idea of them, but like I'm not necessarily gonna watch it. I don't know, it's a weird thing. But I always,
never.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, continue.
No, that was really it.
I never really got into like the main continuity as a Gundam. It was always the Gundam Wing, like that brief little window of where it's not connected to either of the two major series they have.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the good way to go about it, because then you can just kind of like dip your toe in like the whole idea of what everything is, you know?
Yeah. And of course, G Gundam's also its own pocket universe, because that's just wild ridiculousness.
What is it about it that makes it wild?
G Gundam is it's basically a tournament fighter Gundam series.
Oh, sick!
every country or like they have Neo Japan, which is its own like colony station, like Neo America, Neo Russia, whatever.
All right.
And they're all massive stereotypes. Every single Gundam's a stereotype.
Oh my god, that's wild. Because I did make a Gundam not too long ago because it was like cheap, and it's the Gundam with the fucking America decal. I'm like, hell yeah, America! Like, only reason why I bought it because I like building stuff, so I don't mind. That's mostly my foray into Gundam, is like building some Gunpla stuff.
There's a Statue of Liberty cannon on one of the Gundams.
Oh,
on the America's Gundam.
I need to find a photo to that one.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah,
go ahead.
It was Gundam Wing. There's my memory is kind of honestly terrible for a lot of things, but
it's all good.
Gundam Wing. I want to say it was pretty much all the animes playing when it was like Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon, like that lineup of the animes, like
like the
so
Toonami
probably
block.
late 90s, early 2000s, or 2000 even.
Yeah. So like that Toonami style block, and like because I used to play a little bit after school. It was one of those like it was so funny because like it'd be like your DBZ, and that, I know for a lot of people it's like Yu Hakusho was on there. Rurouni Kenshin was in that one too as well.
Yep. There's also I cannot remember the goddamn name of it all, but there's like 3 maybe samurai type looking things, but like it was also very alien. There's like kind of a transformation, I think.
I kind of know what you're talking about, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. The only thing that had aliens in it that I knew that show was Tenchi Muyo. But yeah, I loved that show. Oh my god, I loved that show.
Ryoko first waifu.
Oh yeah, dude, freaking. I got this at Pop Cult. I got my first figure, which I'm really happy about, which is Ryoko.
Hell yeah!
So she's right there with me.
That might have been a sign about my type.
Oh my god! Like, if we want to talk about one of my favorite things I've ever heard was called the pipeline of like why you're into things, and like Ryoko being like, you know, a bad girl. It's like avoiding capture and be like, oh, she's a criminal pirate lady. She doesn't listen to the rules. It's like, oh, she's kind of hot though. Yeah, would you say that's your first waifu?
Yep.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Nah, none of the other ones, yeah. I don't blame you, man. Like that's the same thing, and yeah, it's funny because like I said, the pipeline. So it's like after a while, it's like holy shit. Like I know you were playing when you played Baldur's Gate, right? You were like, oh, got a ransom Thara. It's like, damn, bro, good for you. I get that. I see you. So, like, in regards to, you know, like nerd culture or anime stuff, like, I know you had this thing that helped you start. What keeps it going for you? Like, why do you keep coming back to it? Like, in general, like conventions or just anime in general?
So honestly, I haven't watched a lot of anime recently. I am very much stuck in the '90s by anime, my '80s, '90s anime. Like I don't watch much new stuff.
Oh, sick.
So mostly, it's just conventions and hanging out with all of you, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I keep going for.
Yeah, the people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. Because like it's
Like
what I was telling
think,
everybody. Like small conventions are amazing, especially when you get you support. I always say another thing: support your local convention, especially the small ones, because it really is about hanging out with your friends and shit and meeting people.
yeah. Up until I watched JoJo's, the newest anime I watched was Air Gear, and that's like 2006 tops, I
Damn,
think.
that's a fucking throwback, big dog. Fuck. Air Gear, Jesus.
Yeah.
I think I was just going to Anime Boston for the first fucking time. I'm like, that looks pretty cool. Didn't watch it, but it looked cool. So, what are the older animes you be watching then?
Outlaw Star, obviously. We got the classics like Bebop. Like I said, Winged Gundam Wing. Excuse me, sorry. A lot of the OVAs like Cyber City Oedo.
I don't think I know. What's that one?
It's a 3 OVA cyberpunk anime that's basically think Suicide Squad to an extent. Like they get 3 prisoners that they like have work for the like whatever they are, the police, whatever, that they have bomb collars on their neck, and they have to do jobs to get their time removed from their sentences. It's very 80s.
Oh, hell yeah. That's sick. That sounds cool as fuck, too. Holy shit.
And I haven't watched all of it or a lot of it, but I'm getting to Bubblegum Crisis, the other major cyberpunk one from then.
That's one I've always heard or seen, too, like physically and just sort of seeing it, but I've never watched it. When it comes to a lot of those older animes, what would you think would get someone into that? Like the first one you think you would sell to them, be like, yo, you want to check out old school anime, especially because the animation is completely different. The art style is
hell yeah,
fucking just amazing. What would you say would be your one to be like, yo, check this one out?
So if we want to go, let's go with '90s. I'm gonna say the basic answer: Bebop for your '90s.
Based. You can't go wrong with that.
And honestly, I would say Cyber City because it's got that nice 80s grit. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think it might be 90s actually, but it's like those early 90s, I want to say.
Yeah.
I could be way off also.
No, that's fine. I would include this in the encompassing this whole anything before 2000.
Yeah. And it's 3 episodes. You're in and out real quick. And yeah.
I didn't check that out. You got to send that to me because that does sound pretty fucking cool. Like, that's something I've been wanting to get into for a while, is like older anime because like I'm like you right now. Like right now, currently, the only like newer anime is technically not newer, but it is the last thing we watched was One Piece. Like, and we made it past Ace's execution. We're getting through that right now. We're past episode 500. We haven't even made it to the time skip. Like, we're gonna jump back into it. Just as one of those things where it's like, right now it's not happening. I think I may have watched something else. Oh, I watched Pluto. Pluto was fucking good. I enjoyed that one. That one definitely had an old school vibe to it. I recommend that was on Netflix. But also included with that is I've been getting into I want to do that because I've been getting into like CRTs and like VCRs and shit.
Yeah.
And like because I keep seeing people talk about them, and it's like, yeah, you watch old anime off of this, and it's just that sweet nostalgia of like looking at it from a CRT looks fucking cool as fuck. So I've been looking to watch
CRTs forever superior, even though they aren't superior, they're far superior to the flat screens, just because immediately you have better sound also, and just older games look better on them.
Yeah, when they mentioned that, I was like, oh well, now I need to know. And it's funny because one of my plans for the end of this podcast, one of the podcasts, is to have like in the background a small CRT, and I just got a VCR again. I found that it saves for $5, so I hope it fucking works because I need to get the CRT to go with it. I mean, I turned it on and it works, so let's see if it eats a fucking tape or not. But yeah, I'm looking to get old school anime like those 90s anime to play off of that, find VHSs of that shit. That's why when you mention it, it's like, oh, perfect.
I actually got my hands on what was it? The second Vampire D on VHS, Bloodlust.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. Um, but when it comes to again like the older anime versus new anime thing, I think my biggest issue is this may not make any sense, but newer anime from like it depends on the year for whatever different anime, but like if I'm watching like Cowboy Bebop and then I watch like Naruto, there's a weird shine on Naruto's art that I don't see in Bebop that just bugs me, and that kind of throws me off.
I know exactly what you're fucking talking about, dude. Holy shit. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. It's like you can tell it was cleaned up. You can tell it was cleaned up by a computer or like to fill in the colors.
And it's just like I was good watching Naruto for the longest time up until like the tuning exams.
Yeah, I know exactly.
But then I went back and I watched a bunch of like older anime, and I'm like, I can't go back to Naruto. That this just doesn't hit me, and it hurts my eyes in some weird way.
You old dog, we old heads out here. Nah, I mean, I know what you mean, bro, because it's like that grit of like, hey, we made this cell. We like someone had to do the artwork for it. Then we have to put it in front of the screen and then that's the video and that's the picture and actually like move them as you would like a piece of fucking paper, like old South Park and shit. Like we physically had to take photos of everything and move cells and move everyone along. It leaves just that human aspect, I guess you would say, to it because it's not fully cleaned up, you know?
It's like watching Spike's kicks in Bebop compared to watching a Naruto kick.
Yeah.
It just feels a bit off.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, some of those old school animations, like not even just the animations, man. Just some of those character designs are so fucking iconic. Like not even like I can't think of the name of it, but not too long ago I was watching one of those old Daft Punk videos. Was it Interspace 999 or something?
Yeah, Interstellar 9999.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking at that. I'm like, holy fuck, they don't make them like this. Like to be an old guy and say that, just it's a style. It's just a style to it, dog. You know. Because like you'll watch like newer things and like don't get me wrong, the anime. I'm not discounting the newer animes. Like some of those fucking animations are. Actually, I'm correcting myself because this is a perfect answer. Because I would say like when Trigger does things, I watched Dungeon Meshi. That was fucking good, and it was funny. We were me and Blondie Sunday were talking how like they wanted to like Trigger when they want to put animation, they'll fucking you want frames? Here's your fucking frames, and like they put the time in to put those frames. But yeah, Dungeon Meshi I think was really fucking good. I actually really enjoyed that. I knew we stopped for one of them, and that was the one we watched. A solid, 10-12 episodes. Have you watched that yet?
I have not.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Again,
I recommend it.
The last newest anime I watched was probably Cyberpunk. That was probably the last new one I did.
Once again, Studio Trigger just... Yeah. They have that style. I think that just like they stay true because I think they're very pick and choose what they want. But when they do, they put their bow on it and go like, yep, this is something we are proud of, you know? But man.
What we need to bring back in anime.
What's that?
Sorry.
No.
We need to bring back the space western genre needs to come back. We need that Bebop Outlaw Star vibe again.
Based.
Like
no, that's true. That is 100% true. You don't see those often. Like as like in the modern, like it's always funny. Like the modern ones that I'm into is like it's funny. You see a lot of slice of life, and I'm just a slice of life guy. It just makes me happy. But yeah, that was like a thing for like ever, man. It was just like route. It's either we're out in space doing cowboy shit or we're doing samurai shit. And it was like, even the samurai shit was fucking cool. Because I watched, not Samurai X. It was, It was one of the
Samurai Champloo.
No, I would fucking know if it was Samurai Champloo. That's one that fucks. That one fucks, dude. Samurai Champloo is a good fucking anime.
Goddamn that soundtrack,
dude. I was gonna say the art style, the vibe, the soundtrack, the design, like hell yeah, dude. Like the amount of times I wanted to be Mugen as a cosplayer, but I'll be honest, I'm like I am not that fucking cool. That is not happening.
Sorry to deviate from what we were talking about. I just thought of something. You know what they need to make to anime?
What's that?
Well, a couple things actually.
Don't be sorry, man. I'm here to talk to you.
Crazy Taxi and fucking Jet Set Radio.
Yo, okay, bro. Fucking hell yeah. You want to talk about another fucking vibe from back in the day? That, like, it was funny because I felt like we would talk about this, but I don't know how we would bring it up. Dude, I've been into, it's just like, that Dreamcast era time. Fuck, dude. Yeah, Crazy Taxi with the fucking Offspring soundtrack on there.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Bad Religion, Offspring, and I think I might be mistaken, but I think there might have been a couple AFI tracks on there too.
Oh shit.
One or two, not a lot. And we're talking 90s AFI before they went that emo route.
Yeah.
Like we're talking like hardcore sounding.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I respect why Davey can't do that anymore because it said it was fucked up his voice to like a bad point.
Yeah.
It just sucks that they don't play more of those songs live, even altered slightly.
Yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't really know much about old AFI, but I've heard them a few times. It is a pretty fucking good ass band. Now, so you're telling me their older stuff's harder? What album?
Yeah.
Like they have albums.
So,
how many albums was it?
So let's say, answer that, act fashionably. Very proud of you. All Hallows EP, and there's. I am trying to think really quick. There's like
Don't
two
worry,
other
I'm not trying to
albums.
fucking nerd check you. I'm not trying to geek check you, bro. You should be like, Ryan, get like the first 5. You're fine. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, like the for everything before Art of Drowning, I would say. So everything before 2001.
Okay, that's a good place to tell me right there. Sounds good to me.
And I will say this: I like Art of Drowning to an extent, but like I only can do like a couple songs in a row because like it starts to sound like later AFI more so at that point.
Yeah.
To me, and like I got this compilation. I'll try and get off the punk in a second.
Dude.
Onto the anime.
No, fuck that. No, let's talk. I asked the question. Let's fucking talk, bro. Don't gotta apologize to me.
I got this compilation called Punkzilla. I think it's off Nitro Records, and it's got 3 or 4 tracks off Art of Drowning, and they're interspaced between several other songs. Obviously, it's like 24 tracks on the CD, something like that.
Yeah,
and I like the songs individually. Just on a singular record, though, it's like it gets to too samey, too off for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if I want to talk about music, like, bro, don't even worry about it, man. I introduced you as fucking Skaluigi. That's what's going to be on the fucking thumbnail. I'm saying this is Skaluigi. I know I call you Roger, but this is Skaluigi. Like, you know Ska and fucking Punk was going to be talking about when you walked in here, when you clicked the button. Like, nah, we good. We'll talk about everything. We're hanging out, you know? I know how you felt because that's how I felt with, this is a different band. It's more metal. Was, not Within the Ruins. Within the Ruins, good fucking band. Shouts out. It was an Australian group. Fuck, now it's gonna bother me. They sang that their album was I believe the first album was Never Bloom, and then really fucking heavy. And I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. And then I think they had another album years later, and it was more like it was like hardcore. And like metalcore and like I don't know, not really metalcore, but it was just more bleeding to the hardcore side. I'm like, this is good, but I like their other stuff better because it was heavier.
Yeah,
like they went a little lighter, and I'm just like, that's fine. Like they were still good. I'm not gonna discount them, but Never Bloom I was like, fuck yeah, this is good shit.
Yeah, no. I will give AFI this, even if I don't like how Davey sounds now, and like lyrically, I don't like it. They have always been instrumentally tight.
Okay, yeah,
I
I
will
can feel
always
that.
give credit. Like even like you know me, I really don't like emo. I will give MCR. I will give MCR instrumental like props. Instrumentally, hell yeah. Vocally and lyrically, please no.
You heard it here, folks. Skaluigi is not an emo fan. Just kidding. I know you've always been about that.
I can hear Shelby yelling at me now.
But like going on to what we were saying earlier about like that fucking Dreamcast era, like
Yep.
that aesthetic of like I don't know if you've heard about it or if there's some really good videos about it, especially by Izzy's. I don't know if you've ever heard of them on YouTube.
I have not.
They did a video on Futica Arrow. I know it's a weird phrasing. Futica Arrow is the that early 2000s aesthetic of what is it? It's that's what I'm looking for.
Like Max of the clear color see-through thing.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Like nature with fucking futuristic and water and everything's like circular.
Yep.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull some up because it's just so good. It's like I would do the screen share thing, but I'm just like, I'm not that good yet. I'm gonna be honest with everyone listening. I am not that good yet at using the computer and using Discord or screen share. You're just probably gonna see a bunch of bullshit on my computer. Like, what is this old man doing? But a good example of it is like the old Windows and everything. Okay. These photos make me laugh when I look at them. It's like, let's see, like this type of shit.
Oh yeah.
Then
the
I like
old
it.
XP login.
Yeah, but the ones that you'll used to see stores like this. I know it's hard to see, but fucking.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm such an old man. But yeah, it's like how things used to be. Like it was a look into the future, how they wanted it to be, and like when people were talking like that's what it is. That that Y2K style aesthetic of like how everything was like green, blue. Like the background for the fucking windows is like a big field. Remember that one? Yeah, and the sky. That was it.
I like how like it has like the bumps and edges.
Yes.
And it still has like some smoothness, but still bumps and edges there too.
Yep.
And it didn't immediately get turned to like an Apple iPod, all smooth, no edge, just like kind of boring.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, because it went from like I guess it's just like what they were saying was like it was a vibe of like hoping for the future, but future that like technology and nature comes together. But then now we're in the future and everything's industrial and fucking shit. Like a good example of industrial, like look at all the fucking fast food joints. They're all just squares and fucking like hard points. But then like you look at like the old school like technology, how everything was bubbly and like and like everything exactly like there's just smooth shapes to everything, like exactly the MSN login, like that blue and green that you would see on the Windows like toolbar and shit. I gotta see that video.
They remodeled the Burger King in the next town over in Taunton like a couple like I don't know how long ago now, and it's just like it's annoying. Like you should have just kept the old way. Damn it. Like I know it's just a Burger King, but like give us some semblance of that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like of that old school time. Like it was funny. I think about my old MP3 player, and it was just like a giant pill. That's all. Yeah. And it's a shaped like a fucking pill, and it was light blue.
With the USB on the end?
Yes, sir. You remove the fucking end of it, and you plug it into the computer. Yeah. Shit, yeah, dude. You had that shit
that
too?
One.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. and yeah, because it had like 56 megabytes. So you can put like 10 songs, depending on how long they were. You could do like 15.
Something like that.
They're like, how long's a song? 3 minutes. Fuck yeah, I can do like 15 songs today. And every day, how about you? Every day you could change it, or this is my playlist for the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That one's sick. They had that. I mean, they had it in blue.
LimeWire days.
Yeah, dude. Fucking yeah. Even LimeWire was coded that way, green with fucking white
Yeah.
and a little bit of silver. Like that wasn't aesthetic. Because like the name Fudiger Arrow, if I remember correctly, what is it? It's one of them. I have to look it up now because I don't want to sound dumb. Because now that I'm talking about my latest like hyperfixation, uh, well, not really hyperfixation. It's the one thing I'm really into aesthetic wise. The hyperfixation right now is like CRTs and shit, but that's a whole other story. Hold on a sec, because I know meaning. Because one of them is like the font. One of them means like the font they used for everything. Let's see. Look at me. I'm looking through my phone. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Fudiger is all the font that they used throughout those years. So they had specific font they used for everything on all the fucking labels, on all like the instructions, or like if you would take like a piece of technology, turn it around and read like warranty voided, if it was all in that same font. They don't use that anymore. And then Arrow is it says right here, what is it? Was the I believe was the iOS or whatever. It was the it's that Windows Arrow was like their thing that they use where like that was the one I think the main processor. So someone coined the term Fudiger Arrow, and that's how this name came about. It sounds weird because it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's named after a font and the main processing. It's sick.
So I got back. Just to let you know, I got those other two album names for you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And that is "Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes" and "Black Sails in the Sunset."
All right.
Were the last ones.
I gotta check that out. I gotta listen to that bad boy when I'm working out. Hell yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead. Yeah,
So, I lost my track of thought also there, so it's cool.
It's all good, man. This is why we're here. No pressure. We're chilling. That's right. I got my boys. I got my questions here to get us going. So I got one for you. Got a question. What cosplay? Right. We'll talk about cosplay again. What cosplay event for you was like the most memorable, or memories about your cosplay you remember like that you have so far?
So I want to say my when I first did Skaluigi at AAC 2019. So that was a wild up and down week. I'm not gonna lie. So started out very high, like, and then the 3-4 days before the con, some bad shit happened for my family, and then I went back. Then I went to the con, and I was way back up to like feeling good again.
Awesome.
And that was the year I think I started actually connecting with everyone a hell of a lot more and like being more comfortable sticking around people and chilling.
Yeah.
That was actually the first year I got invited. I hung out with like was it you? I hung out with Tate that year.
Yeah.
I hung out with a bunch of other people
what
that year for the first time, really.
What's the year you said?
2019, I want to say. 2019,
right?
Yeah.
And that was at the Westin? Or was that the... That was it's my friends called StairCon with the one with the big stairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember that because, yeah, there were a lot of parties going on. I think that's how you and I linked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. 2019. It all went downhill from there. I mean, what?
Yeah, no. But, yeah, no, the week before that con, I went to Worcester for a show.
Who'd you see?
Saw, I want to say it was Rancid, Suicidal Tendencies, a bunch of other dope bands. And then the next day we lost someone in our family.
Oh, sorry to hear that, bro.
I basically called out of work for the next 3 days so I could be with my mom because it was her fiance.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just with my mom that entire 3-4 days up until I got picked up by Ken, and then we went to AAC. And I felt so much better when I got to con after, getting to hang with people and all that shit.
Good.
So it was a wild week, 2 weeks.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's one of the things that I really love about conventions. Is kind of like what you just said. It's kind of a nice escape from reality.
Mm.
Like, not necessarily in the sense of I'm escape. It's just like, no, because you're there, you parked in, like you're not at home, you're not anywhere near your job. Like you're probably like an hour away from where you live, so there's nothing you're gonna fucking do in the area. Like I say this all the time. One of the fun things is that when you're gone and you're not in like your hometown area, is you don't know what's around, so you have to kind of check it out. You kind of have to look around or try local food and shit, and it forces you to do other things other than your usual, and it's fun. And you don't have to worry about cleanup or anything like that, or fucking laundry, Worry about laundry after.
Yeah.
But yeah, then at the same time, being at the convention, you get to play your character. You can just, be that guy or that girl or that person, alien, and just fucking go to town. Act like that character. Yeah. Meet people who are also into it, and you can just shoot the shit. It's awesome. Where it's not just small talk with your fucking coworkers. Like, yeah, man, fucking, I built a shed the other day. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with that, but sometimes it's like, oh, hey, you like this character? Do you think this is really cool? And you're like, yeah, fucking dinosaurs are sick,
Yeah, but and then the other Skaluigi moment, that 2 or 3, I would say. So last, obviously not this last PortCon, but the PortCon before that, I applied for the Interfandom Alchemist panel, and it was hilarious.
What's that?
Like I just made myself so it was so we had words.
Yes, I'm aware of words, Roger. I speak them sometimes.
So Kayla was Maze Hughes, and then their name's Quincy. I don't really know them too well, but they were another FMA character, and then another person, I can't remember the name right now. But basically, 4 contestants try to make it to become a alchemist, a state alchemist.
All right.
And I made myself the butt of every joke as Skaluigi.
That's awesome.
Like, my intro was like, "Why do you want to be a state alchemist? I've been unemployed since '97."
That's awesome. That's great because fucking Ska's old as fuck. That's awesome. I love that.
And that year was also good because that was when I did Hector for Lip Sync Battle, and that was fantastic also because I got to bring some heavy sound to the Lip Sync Battle, which
nice. Yeah.
wasn't that common. Like I did Faith No More's Epic for my intro track.
Okay.
And I did Bloodstains from Agent Orange as my second track before I got knocked out.
All right. That's nice.
So it was just fun, like being able to go insane on a stage to some like 90s noise.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. No, that's like I said before. You get to do like be that character, and then now you're playing fucking like rock music from the 90s, and you're just like, hell yeah, brother. Like, watch this.
Dating game didn't go that great because first dating game, so I was kind of nervous on that front.
Of course.
But I made up for it at AAC the following that same year when it was Shelby as the Asker at what was last year anyway? 2023.
Yeah.
Last year when Shelby was the Asker, and I forgot who was up there with me as the answers.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know I go to so many sometimes. I'm like, which one was that? I had my fair share of bad fucking what is it? Dating game or being a part of a game. I still remember some of them. I'm just like, ugh, like I could have been funnier, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like I was doing it, and I felt like the guy who was next to me was hilarious. It was Pop Cult. Pop Cult. I think the first time at the Westin, and I was Might Guy, and the other dude was Yugi's grandfather. That person fucking...
I remember this.
That guy
I remember this one.
Killed it. Like, homeboy was going in, and I'm just like, fuck, this guy's killing it. And like Shelby was doing her thing, she was pretty good, and I'm over here like, yo, I suck. I was imposter syndrome right off the rip, bro. Like, I'll admit that. I had a not to sound bad, I had a bad time, dude. I was like, fuck, I'm not funny. Holy shit. I got like no laughs. I was like, man. So, I just
Two things.
I stuck with just staying in the story.
One of the other askers was Christian is Kronk.
Oh my god, that round. Now I remember that round. Holy fuck. Y'all were that was a great round. All you guys killed it. I remember now. Fuck.
And the PortCon one would have went better because here's what the lineup was going to be originally for the askers. Okay. It was going to be me, Abel, and Ken as the answerers.
Oh my god.
But someone like dropped out or they didn't show up, so Ken got moved to asker.
Yeah.
So it was just me and Abel. Thankfully, Abel saved that round.
It's always funny. Honestly, like that sometimes you don't see in bigger conventions. It's just me going my fucking bigger convention versus small convention high horse. Is that, man, cosplay games, like, I know, especially anyone who's listening, I know a lot of times that a lot of my audience, I want to be generally like people our age, but if it goes a little lower, that's cool too, because it's a bunch of old heads talking. But like, man, you join games. Like, you want to be a part of the community, and you're a little bit more outgoing. Like, give it a shot. I always tell people, because I've talked to a few people who've ran games, and just like an insider secret thing is straight up just, look, if you're new or you have no, they want to put you with people who are good, because they want to give you some exposure to how it is, and they're not going to put 3 noobs in, or like 4 noobs in one round. Like, I don't know if people who are listening, if they get or don't get what dating game is, but I'll do. You want to explain it? Or you want me to explain it?
You go ahead.
All right, fine. Make me talk. Anyway, I know I love talking. Whoops, sorry. So, of course, dating game is they pick 3 different characters, or 4 really. You have 1 asker and 3 answerers. Of course, they're all from different shows. A lot of the time, some places, depending on the place, will keep it anonymous to who the asker is, so they don't know who's on the other side. And, of course, they would ask them funny questions about, like, being on a date and who they're going to go, and they're going to, pick a potential date. Without knowing who's on the other side, they only can hear their voice and hear their answer. And, the audience sees who it is, and it's a boatload of fun. I've been there, man, where I'm like, dude, I am dying up here. Like, luckily this guy next to me is killing it.
I also want to give this bit of advice for anyone that does like deathmatch at a con. If it is a hot month, like most cons are in, make sure your cosplay is breathable, because
oh my god,
every cosplay I've done for deathmatch where I get taken out first round, it's whatever. I immediately have to leave the tent or the room and get out of my cosplay because I'm dying and just sweating. Indoor or outdoor, doesn't matter where.
Yeah, because especially when you got to do like all the action, and like, you're sweaty from like getting in front of a crowd, and then you got to do the death action, the kill action, and then you're like, fuck, I'm dying.
Dude, my brown pleather pants for Johnny Silverhand are unbearable.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get myself
that. I was
some,
so
like,
sad.
legit,
I missed that.
I need to get myself some like other brown pants that aren't leather.
Look up so at Target, look up chinos. They're a type of jeans and slack. I wear them all the times for work. They're very comfortable. I keep telling everybody, like, you don't want slacks, because like slacks are, here we go. You know the difference between like slacks, pants, chinos, khakis, and all that shit?
Not really. I wear punk pants the entire time.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So chinos is a good in-between, because like they don't look like slacks. You know how slacks are like loose and it has like the point on the leg?
Yeah.
Those are slacks. It's like dress pants. Chinos are kind of in the middle. I would say, like, if you were to walk into like an office building, or like, you see like Jake from State Farm, they're wearing those like those straight pants. There's no lines in. The seams are only on the side. That's it.
Yeah. The trick is, I want to make it have partially look kind of how it looks in game and kind of leathery, but I don't want it to be obviously,
Yeah.
that's the trick.
Like the pants I wear for Kim Kitsuragi, those green pants, those are chinos. They're not dress pants, but you can be a semi business casual, I guess.
All right.
Yeah. Then that's so. If you ever get a chance and you're at Target or someplace, look up chinos. Look those up just when you're out of this one. You might see a color that you might like. Get like a nice dark color to kind of sell that. To be look a little, I don't know, a little not really leathery, but just a dark color would help.
Yeah. Like I got a pair of Dockers for my Deckard cosplay for Blade Runner.
There you go.
And those are a lot more comfortable.
I've never seen fucking Blade Runner. I need to watch that. I saw the latest one, and I'm like, I ain't to fucking watch those old ones, dog. Like, I really need to.
I love it, and even though I love it, like, you gotta realize your protagonist is the villain, really.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like, and there is a scene that is just, why'd they have to film it like that? That is not. I don't want to watch that.
Okay.
And then it's like, but it is. It's a classic forever. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm one of the weird people that likes the theatrical cut where we have Deckard's voiceover, like kind of monologue type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm weird.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We like weird people. Weird people are great. If we weren't weird, we probably wouldn't be hanging out. I'll tell you that much.
And I love 2049, but I fucking hate Jared Leto.
I don't blame you. I like him in like one movie, Mr. Nobody, great movie. I would suggest that, and a good old 3-hour flick, cerebral shit. But that was the only movie I'd say, wow, what a great actor. Okay, maybe Dallas Buyers Club too, but I only see that movie like once. I think won an award for that one.
Something about his face.
I know what you mean.
It's the Tom Cruise effect where I hate Tom Cruise also. Just like I tried sitting through Minority Report. 10 minutes in, I'm like, I fucking hate this dude's face. I can't watch this.
I get that. And also it doesn't help that that David Bowie was supposed to play his character. Does not help. Like when you think, oh, that was supposed to be David Bowie? Damn, that would have been sick as fuck.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, you got Jared Leto instead. I'm like, man, I don't want fucking Jared Leto. Get out of here. Like, it works. It's fine. But, like, I don't really... It would be better if it was David Bowie.
I'm so pissed he's in Tron because, like, it should be amazing because fucking Trent Reznor's doing the music for it. Mm-hmm. But now we got fucking Jared Leto in it.
Oh, lame. Dude, don't you want to listen to fucking 30 Seconds to Mars, bro?
I mean, the Kills music video is cool as an homage to fucking The Shining.
Yeah, that was The Shining, right?
I mean, I like that about it, but
and
I guess I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit for the Dragon Age Origins credit music that they did. But like,
well, they did music for Dragon Age. I didn't know that.
They did the closing credits music for Dragon Age Origins.
No shit. That's like me getting into Bring Me the Horizon because they did a song for Witcher 3 in one of the commercials. They did what was the song? That's gonna bother me. Blessed with a Curse. Starts off slow and fucking kicks it at the end. And then they overlaid it with Witcher in the commercials. I was like, yo, this band's kind of good. I thought they sucked. People told me they sucked, and I just found out I just hung out with like metalheads who were just angry that everything wasn't heavy. I was like, damn, this song's good. This band's so fucking good. I missed them at Warped Tour multiple times. I'm an idiot.
That was back then, before we knew he was really fucking creepy, though. So
yeah. Those things happen. You're just like, well, I don't want to listen to these guys anymore. It's like, y'all can keep it. I'm good. I don't want to listen. I don't want to support any fucking creeps. I'm good. I get that. Shit.
Yeah, so cosplays. I do at some point need to get I've talked about it for years. You probably heard me say it. I know Shelby's heard me say it. Countless people. I need to do a punk tuxedo mask.
Oh shit, that'd be cool. It's funny. I didn't know where you were going, but I'm like, I feel like I know. Then you said the punk CMS. That'd be sick. That'd be fucking cool. You have any concept yet, or you want to keep it a secret? You know what I'm saying?
So, I got my little like top hat like spikes. I got some like red paint on it. So like post-apocalyptic hat that will work for that part. I could probably just use my vest or jacket for like the over thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I could even get away with using my black strap bondage pants things I got for like that. I just need to find like a semi dress but not really dress shirt type deal thing.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, hey everyone, I'm about to do that fucked up thing and say, thanks for reminding me. I gotta find my fucking dress shirt for my cosplay this weekend. Fuck. It's tomorrow. And it's currently 9:00. I'll do that later, but goddamn. Oh, but, it's 9 p.m. Where are your cosplay accessories?
Yeah, no, but you know the black pants I'm talking about, right? The ones that got those like little two hook things that I think I've worn them a couple cons by now.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Do you think that would work for Tuxedo Mask? Like, would that be kind of fit the punk
vibe?
Yeah.
Either that, or like, because like I know your brand of punk is different than what I'm thinking is punk. So I would say, judging by how like your top is and everything, I'm pretty sure it would work, especially with more of the spikes and everything, because all the extra loose appendages and things with that would definitely go with that vibe. Because I'm like, go skinny jeans, and I'm like, fuck, that's not what he's talking about. I'm not talking about emo shit, and he's like, fuck you, Ryan.
Go listen to Yellow Card.
Yeah, what? Shut up. Take that back. I'm about to end this podcast right now, young man. Take that back.
You know I'm messing around.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I gotta shit talk all my friends that listen to the post 2000s punk. It's just in my DNA.
Of course, man. Fuck yeah. Like I said, I was at a Creed concert yesterday. Do you think I fucking care?
And then all of you get to call me old because I have the mind of a fucking 50-year-old, apparently.
It'd be like that sometimes, you know? It do be like that. But that's cool. I like that you had just a new concept. I can't wait to see it come out. But in all honesty and no jokes, I think that's it for the podcast, my dude. Thank you for joining me. Right. I appreciate you talking to me.
No problem, man.
I mean, like I said, man, talking about your music taste, I was about that, man, because I know you're fucking Skaluigi. Like, it's on the like sound like an British person. It's on the fucking tin. It was gonna happen. Oh, and if I could, I do have, since you gave me some recommendations for like the old AFI, I'm definitely going to look into that. I do have one for everyone to listen to here as well as you. There is someone called, I believe, Star Junk 95. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not.
So Star, if I remember, I think the numbers I got correct, but they're called Star Junk 95. What they say is what they produce is Dreamcast racing music. And it's exactly when you listen to it, it sounds like you're in a fucking menu screen, like for early 2000s, like super awesome, like XS, not XS Tricky, kind of, but like Dreamcast, because like Tricky was like a PS2 bigger thing like there, but like playing like playing fucking Wave Racer and shit, and like Dreamcast, yeah, dude, like all that. So yeah, Star Junk 95, highly recommend that them. They're a really good fucking band. But thank you for joining me, Roger. I appreciate it, my man.
Oh, yeah, man. I will see you tomorrow or Saturday.
Oh, no, I'll see you tomorrow. Hell yeah. We'll see you guys.
Hell yeah.
You. Shouts out to Pop Cult in Waltham, Massachusetts. If you guys ever in that area, go give it a shot. Later, yo. Hey, Roger, say bye to everybody. Jesus.
Bye, everybody. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
There it is. Waiting for one of those.